Hello, hello. We'll be starting in just about 4 minutes here. Put up my screen. Thanks. I didn't put up the screen. I forgot behind me. I hope it's okay. You can see me. Let's see. No, that would be better. Is that better? No. Thanks. Well, you can tell me after. You've got a little view there of the kitchen. I don't know which is better. Alrighty, I think we're going to get started. Welcome to Yoga Flow. And as usual, if the screen should freeze, immediately get off it and a new one will be made and we'll click on to the new one. It doesn't happen every time, but it has happened sometimes. So find your comfortable position just to start off. It's very important starting to center in. So you want to be sitting up, comfortable legs. If your knees are way up high when you have your legs crossed, the idea is that the lymph doesn't flow as well going down and up. So we'd like to have the knees at least at the hips if that's possible and not higher. Sometimes you can take a block or a blanket or a pillow, whatever you've got at home, and you sit on the edge and just gravity takes your knees down. And that's a way too of opening up the hips. So that's another way you can just get into the position. Otherwise, start to close your eyes so we can center in. First finger and thumb together. Take a long breath in to your count of 4, and then a longer breath out to your count of 6. Think of your body as a home. It's the home to yourself, to your breath, to your mind, to your spirit. And yoga is the time to rewire your house, to connect it, to do home repairs, to keep it going, to keep it stable. And you're practicing self-care now. Let's take another breath together, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more breath. Breathing in till you fill up the lungs all the way to the top of your chest. And then with your exhale, go longer and deeper so you actually feel the air emptying out of every bit of your lung, all the way down to the very base of the lung fields, triggering the calming parasympathetic nervous system. And then let's stretch out the arms and inhale them up. Fingers touch, that's the connection there. Grow tall and long, and then exhale all the way down through the center of your body. And again, inhale, lift the air around you up. And exhale down. We'll take the cellular breath. This is where we build up our lung capacity, so important for so many aspects of life, not just for serenity, but for health as well. Pull up the arms and first bend them back, stretching out the triceps. Try and get your elbows to point up, bringing them as close to the head as you can. And then we'll bring them back up, and this is where you take that long inhale. So take a breath in. Hold that breath as you open your arms. You're still holding the breath, maintaining it, so it's going to soon bathe all the organs. Thumbs are down. Lock it in, chin to chest. Take your hands behind your back. Feel the breath now into the middle of your body. Hold it in there by pressing the belly button back to the spine. And then continue to hold the breath as you tighten in the glutes and the pelvic area, bringing the top of your head down towards your mat. Finally, you're going to let out a little sip of air. Think of it as the base of the spine. Then another sip right through your center. Finally, unlocking the neck and taking it up. Each week, we want to improve our lung capacity by holding the breath longer and longer. Inhale the arms up and exhale them down. Hands on the shoulders, and let's loop around once. I don't know if you've seen on Netflix The Octopus Teacher. He has taught himself to hold his breath, go the other way, long lengths of time under the water. It's a lovely little film how he visits and has almost a romance with an octopus, another form of life. Let's inhale again, lifting our arms up. Inhale up. Twist to the right, left hand down, right hand behind. Look over your right shoulder. And then turn the head to look over the left. Lift up the left arm, right comes underneath, and pull it into the chest. Release the arms down, only to bring them up again. Inhaling up. Twist to the left, right hand down, left hand behind. Look over your left shoulder. And now turn the head to look over the right. Lift up the right arm and bring the left around to pull it into the chest. Release the hands down. Stretch out the legs, flex your feet. And let's do a forward fold. So inhale up, exhale over the legs. Once you're as far deep as you're going right now, point your toes and inhale again, lengthening your torso, and exhale down. Take a breath here. Bring yourself back up. Pull the feet in for reverse table. We'll go reverse table and then boat pose. My hands are facing my hips. And I'm going to lift up. Inhale up. Hold it. Bring the hips down and take the legs up. Counter movement. Or you can keep your hands down. 2 more times. Fingers point towards the hips. Inhale up. Taking a breath in and out here. And then bring yourself down and take the hands up or leave them down. Last one. Feet down, hands down. Press up. Bring the hips down and release. Let's take a breath here. Take the legs down, keeping your hands up or bringing them down. Take the knees to the right, you look to the left. And then walk your hands around to come behind you, keeping your hips down, stretching down, pulling here. Bring the knees back up. Let's take them up once more to bring them down. Bringing them up, straighter bend them, and shift over to the other side. Look over your right shoulder, and then look behind you. Press away, press down. We're hollowing out the body as you reach forward. Come back, front with the feet together. So they're open a little bit so that we have the thighs rotating open, and you're inhaling up, exhaling down, flat back. So you're thinking collarbones to feet. Inhale back up, rounding, exhale over. Inhale up. 2 more times. Exhale, elbows out, collarbones down, maybe a little further down, and inhale up. Exhaling. Inhaling. Last set, flat back, round back, flat. Exhale over. Inhale up. Round. Exhale. Inhale. Coming up onto all fours. Spread out the fingers. Remember, like little octopus, baby octopus. A little space under there. Shoulders over wrists, and let your belly drop, head up. Inhale, rounding for the exhale. And inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to a neutral back, stretch out the right leg, and press through the backs of the feet. You want to keep your feet mobile, just like your fingers. Take it over to the left, twist against thigh as you twist over to the left, and then pick the leg up, take it out to the side, toes point front. Thread the needle, left arm out, thread underneath, coming onto your shoulder, down to your side. Either keep your right hand by the head or take it around the back. Remember, it's a whole arm plus shoulder if you're bringing it over, so there's no discomfort in the shoulder. The idea is this is a shoulder stretch. So each shoulder, as you turn your right shoulder, so is the left. It's always on the same axis. Taking another inhale, and then an exhale. Bring the arm back if it's there. Release your left arm up and down. And pick up this leg, take it around. Find the balance and then pull elbow to knee. And reach out like magnets pulling each other. In and out. Last one. In and out. Hold it. Bring the hand down. Kick up and take it down. Left leg stretches out, pressing through. Cross over to the right. Press the thighs together as you twist. Pick it up, take it out to the side. Right arm lifts and threads underneath as you come onto your right shoulder here. Maybe left arm comes around the back if you did it on the one side. Your whole upper back is now opening up. Heart starting to go towards the ceiling. One more breath. And then take that left arm up next to the head and release the right arm up and down. Bring the leg around, find your balance, and pull in and release. In, out, in, out, hold. Take the hand down, kick up, and down. Curl your toes under. Let's just first lift the knees. So you're pressing away from the hands, lifting the knees. Start to push back until you're pushing your heels down and moving away from your hands for downward facing dog. Maybe pedal here. And then bend both knees again. Ribs are coming down towards the thighs and straighten. Bend and straighten and bend and straighten. Downward facing dog. Stretch out the fingers and roll forward into plank. And then back to downward facing dog. Turn. Oops. Coming forward and pressing back. Once more, come forward, plank, press back, walk your hands up, your feet to your hands, lift up, arms out, inhale up, exhale down. Take a moment with parallel feet, bring your arms up overhead, and over to the right. Come back up, over to the left. Taking a back bend and swan dive all the way down. Head is down, head is up for a flat back, head is down. We're coming back up, bring the arms out. Opposite of swan dive, coming back up and down. We'll go down to plank, the knees, chest, and chin. So inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. I'm going to step forward so I come back into view. Step back into downward facing dog. Pull the belly in. Roll forward, high plank. Bring the knees down. Elbows back, press down, and push up. Let's come all the way back, hips to heels, so we can do a spinal roll here. Stretching out the back again. Inhale up, elbows back, come up, cobra. Once more, pressing back, rolling forward, cobra. From here, we'll come to upward facing dog. That means we lift up off the thighs, and I have the toenails pressing in. So we're going to roll over the feet. So press down, lift up, and then push back and turn over your feet back to downward facing dog. Lift up the right leg, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, and then open your hips to the right. Wild dog. Bring that foot down. Same with the left. Lifting it up, bending it, opening the hips. So stack one hip on top of the other. And then bring it down. Walk your feet again up to the hands, forward fold, lift up, inhale, and fingers touch. One regular sun salute, moving with the breath. So inhale and exhale. And inhale up, exhale, hands come down, step back to plank. We'll roll forward, shoulders over wrists, chaturanga, press down, pull through. Coming back up, downward facing dog, taking 2 breaths. Look towards your hands, tiger crouch, hips to heels, and step or hop forward. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and bring yourself up again. Continuing to warm up, let's do one more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and stay here for 2 breaths. And tiger crouch, look to your hands and take a hop. Coming back up, inhale up, exhale down. Move my mat back. So we'll do a sun salute B coming into warrior one. And from there, when we do our chaturanga, we can do a one-legged plank or two-legged. So let's start with chair pose. Inhale the arms back. Exhale into chair. Chair is a squat, remember? Squatting down. And then come down. And inhale up. Exhale down. Spread your fingers. If you're going to jump back, you jump and land with bent arms. Coming up and back. Lift the right leg up. Take a step forward between the hands. Spin the back heel, warrior one. Let's take some breaths here. Coming down. Hands come down, either side of the foot. Coming to a deep lunge here on the back of your left foot. So I'll do one-legged plank. I lift up my right leg, chaturanga, pressing up and down. Left leg lifts up, steps forward, spin the heel. Bring yourself up, warrior one. Coming back down. Spin the heel again. Get ready for chaturanga. Lifting the left leg. Come down, press up, and downward facing dog, taking 2 breaths. Look towards your hands, tiger crouch, and let's take a little jump to bent legs, chair. Touch the ground, make the connection, and come up into your chair pose. And then stand up. Side to side, taking the spine sideways. We'll do that once more, but we'll add on with the warrior one to humble warrior. Starting in chair. Inhale. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Spread the hands. Step or hop. back, bend, and pull up. Coming to downward facing dog. Let's take that right leg up, step forward, and come into warrior one again. This time, move that front leg out to the side. Take your hands around the back. Intertwine the fingers so that you can start to pull up. Humble warrior, proud, humble, inside the front leg. Release the hands down your back, either side of that front foot. So you're going to walk it in more. Once again, to come to that same lunge. And chaturanga, another chance. Right leg up, press down, press up and down. Left leg up, step forward. Warrior one. Bring the arms behind you, walk the foot out, pull back, lift up your chest. It's supposed to totally warm you up. So if you're doing this in a hot room, you can actually start having warm yoga, hot yoga. Come down, arms overhead. Let them come either side of your foot, bringing it in. Last chance to lift it up, one-legged plank, press down, press up, and down. Let's take 2 breaths here. After your second breath, tiger crouch. Remember, we're coming into chair, so take a spring forward, bent legs, touch the ground, and you're in chair pose. Pull the hands in. We'll do figure 4 chair. So we're picking up the right leg and putting that ankle over the knee. Figure 4. Still bent in chair. And then straighten the leg up, figure 4 tree. Once you're ready, bring the foot out to the side for tree pose. And then grow and bloom. Try and hold this for 3 whole breaths. If you come down like I do, come back up. And then after your 3rd breath, come back to chair. Swing back, straightening the arms, and inhale back up. Chair pose. Pull the hands in. Cross the left ankle over the right knee, still with bent knee. Take a seat. Once you're ready, start to straighten the standing leg, and then take a moment in the figure 4 tree before bringing the leg to the outside for tree pose. Remember, your tree can be lower, can be higher. You can pull it up if you'd like. And then you're going to grow and bloom. After your 3rd breath, bring it back down, and then release your spine again. Stepping forward to warrior 1, right foot front, left foot back, arms are up. We're going to open to warrior 2. Open here, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. And then come forward to side angle, resting the forearm, left arm right over the ear, opening up here. Bring the arm up and take the right hand down. So if you have a block and want to use it, or a book, you're putting your right hand down and there. And then bring the other hand down, turn forward, once again, into that lunge. But then this time, the left hand stays down and the right arm, and revolve Side angle comes up. Let's try, and I know I'll have my back to you, a side plank here. So both toes go to the right. And you can either put your right foot over your left, put it down in front, or put it behind. Coming out of that, into plank, and then press back, downward facing dog, taking some breaths. Tiger crouch, look to your hands, and step forward, straighten the arms, and inhale up and down. Second side, left foot's forward, right one is back. Warrior one to warrior two. Reverse the warrior and come to side angle. Bring your right arm up and the left arm down. Both hands come forward. This is how we're getting into the side plank so that both toes are going to the left. And you can stay here, building up the strength also in the wrist if it feels too much for you right now. Otherwise, you're going to gently put the top leg over the bottom for side plank. One more breath before coming to full plank and pressing back, downward facing dog. Take some breaths here. Lift up the right leg. Flexing your foot, bring it out to the side, and then take it back and down. Left leg lifted up, out to the side, and back, and down. We're going to lift it up, out to the side, bring it forward so we can come into triangle. Right leg lifts up, comes out to the side, comes up between. You're in pyramid. Put your right hand down, outside the foot, turn your heel, get your block if you need it to open up here, triangle pose. Left hand down, bend the front knee, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. I'll turn and do the second side this way. I don't know if this is the right angle for you or not. Let's pick up that left leg, take it out to the side, and then bring it around. Left hand stays down. Right heel turns a bit so you open up to triangle. Remember, you're pressing against the wall. It might be a deep stretch for you, so take your block, and you can take it on the highest, which will bring you up and allow you to open to a greater degree. And then let's bring both hands down. Press the hips to the right and open up the left. The block is now on the inside if you're using it. And then both hands down. Let's step back to downward facing dog. One chaturanga, so pulling forward, plank, pull through, pressing back, and taking a breath here. Let's come on to the knees, stretch back the right leg, and then turn to the side so you're on the left shin. You're coming up sideways, side gate, making sure we leave no part of the torso unopened. So you're stretching out here. Bring your arm up, preparing for a back bend. Spin the shin towards the back of the room. Press your hips forward and open your heart here. And then come back to all fours. And maybe do a cat-cow here. And then when you're ready, take your left leg back. Come on to the side of your right shin, left arm up and over the head. Spin, and then press the hips forward, opening up again into your back bend, heart to the sky. And then come back, curl the toes under, lift back up, downward facing dog. Feet as wide as the mat, press back. Left hand right under the head and open up the right. Right hand down, left arm up. Both hands down, heel toe together. Come on down to a squat, then down to your knees, down to all fours. Lifting the right foot forward and straight. So kneeling pyramid. Pull up and press over this right leg. Keep your seat where it is, but start bringing your left hand to the outside of that leg, then the right, then reach your left a little further, then the right, then ultimately the left comes further as you're pressing back. Bring those hands back and come into a kneeling lunge here, runner's lunge here. And then press back, runner's lunge, and take the right arm up. Bend the hand towards the ear, lifting the heart towards the ceiling. And then release and come back to all fours. Left foot comes forward and straightens out. Bending over it. And then keeping everything intact, take the right arm over. So the hips are going to go a little to the right as you keep turning the upper body to the left. This time, right hand, left hand, and then right hand is beyond. Pressing here. Bring the hands back and come forward into your deep lunge. Always the knee stays before the toes, so you're never pressing your knee beyond your toes. And then let's come back. And then come forward into the deep lunge. Right hand presses down. Use the blocks. Left hand is up. Bring the left hand down. Let's press our hips all the way back to the heels again for another glide of the spine. So reaching forward, drawing yourself up, elbows back, pressing up, and then taking yourself all the way down to the ground. Right arm comes out to the side, kick up the left, left hand presses and turn onto your right. Come back onto your stomach, left hand comes out, kick up the right, turn onto the side. And come down. Press up, high cobra, straight arms. We'll come onto the back for knee drop, and we can take it to the extreme if you're feeling opened up, or you can just think it to the extreme if you're not ready for that. So you're pulling your right knee into the chest, stepping onto the left thigh, left hand to the outside of the knee, and roll onto your left hip. You can bend back this leg and maybe reach for the foot. Taking it further to the extreme would be straightening your top leg and reaching for the toes. So you can pull the knee up towards your chest so you get a hold of those toes and maybe straighten out there. Not important if that's not where you're going today. Let's start to return. So if you have your leg out, bring it in, straighten out, and take both legs straight. Give your spine a moment to align. Left foot comes up, stamps on the right. Right hand brings you over to the side. And this could be as far as you want to take it. This is a deep stretch. This is knee drop. Otherwise, you bend the back leg, reach for it. Again, this is a good stop. Ultimately, you take the top leg out, and that might be too much. So if you decide to do something and change your mind, always available to stop. Let's straighten out. Let's bring them back. It's now time for Shavasana. So your legs are relaxed, your arms are relaxed, you're lying on your back. Eyes are closed. This is your moment to assimilate everything as you lie there on your back, breathing in and breathing out with nothing left to do but inhale and exhale. With your breaths, recall that you are not just a sum of all the things that have happened to you, but rather you're a composite of all the healing you've done through the times of all the things that have happened to you. Inhale in energy and exhale fatigue. Inhale peace and exhale chaos. Inhale strength and exhale weakness. Let the thoughts flow through your mind. Don't hook up on any of them. This is your time just to have a quiet breath in and a quiet breath out. And then take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. Stretch your toes out while you're lying there. So pointing your feet, bringing your arms way up overhead. Make yourself as long as you can. Long body. Be aware maybe the backs of your hands are touching the ground. Your shoulders are broad and apart. And then with your exhale, pull everything in together. Pull the knees into the chest, pull the hands to the knees. So you're pulling yourself in, making yourself small and tight so that you can roll over onto the left side. We'll come onto the evening side. That's the left side. If you want to maintain some more energy, you turn to the right. And take some breaths here. At some point you feel ready to resume, to return to the rest of your evening, and you straighten up your arms. You bring yourself back up to seated. Take your two fingers together, press alongside the nose, right up through the middle of the brow, then alongside there, then massage the earlobes. Come down through the sides of the neck, tap above your collarbone. Bring the hands together. Anjali Mudra. Pull them in, breathing on the tips of your fingers. And then take this moment to thank yourself. Thank yourself for practicing yoga. Thank yourself for taking care of the body that you're given. Thank yourself for giving you this time so that you later have the energy, the strength, the kindness to give to others. And then from the divine in me to the divine in you, thank you for sharing your practice, your time, your energy. Namaste. Thanks for joining me.